There is a name that, for centuries, has been whispered only in the shadows of sacred texts, a prophecy about the final deception, the last and greatest trial of humanity. What if I told you that his arrival has already been foretold in terrifying detail, that his powers will be so vast that even the heavens and the earth will obey him? Many know the figure of the Antichrist, but few, very few, know his older and perhaps more terrifying version. In Islam, he has a name: Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, the false messiah, the deceiver. In this video, we're not just telling a story. We're opening a book many fear to read. Prepare yourself. What you're about to hear may change the way you see the end of everything. His story does not begin with fire and brimstone, but with the sound of waves and the despair of lost sailors. An ancient narration, validated by the Prophet Muhammad himself, peace be upon him, tells of one of his companions, Tamim al-Dari. After a shipwreck, he and his men wandered for 30 days until they found an island not marked on any map. There, they did not find help. They found a bizarre, hairy creature who introduced herself as Al-Jassasa, the spy. She led them in silence to a monastery where the true face of horror awaited them. Inside, a vision that would haunt their nightmares forever. A man, the largest they had ever seen, chained from his feet to his neck with the strongest iron. He had been waiting, and he questioned them about the world outside. Each answer seemed to feed his strength until he finally revealed, "I am the Dajjal, and soon I will be allowed to emerge." This is not a fable. It is a warning. The deceiver is not a concept. He is a trapped reality awaiting the moment to be set free. When the Dajjal is released, he will not come with armies. He will come with miracles. Dark miracles designed to exploit humanity's greatest weakness: hope. Imagine the scene. For those who accept him as their Lord, he will command the skies to rain, and their lands will turn fertile overnight. He will touch the ground, and the earth's hidden treasures will follow him like a swarm. He will be the answer to hunger, to poverty, to despair. But his cruelest deception, his masterpiece of wickedness, will be his greatest weapon. He will bring with him a paradise and a hell. The sacred texts warn us with terrifying clarity. His paradise of rivers and gardens is, in truth, the fire of hell. And his blazing hell is the true paradise, cold and safe. The choice will be unbearable. In the face of hunger and death, would you have the courage to walk into his fire to find salvation? The power to create a paradise and a hell is not the ultimate goal. It's only the tool. The true weapon of the Dajjal is chaos. His arrival will mark the beginning of what the prophecies call the greatest fitna, the greatest and most terrible trial since the creation of the first man. He will traverse the earth with the speed of a cloud driven by the wind. No city, no nation will escape his test, except for the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, which, according to tradition, will be guarded by angels at their gates. For the rest of the world, there will be no place to hide. The very fabric of reality will begin to unravel. Time will lose its meaning. A day will stretch like a week like a month. It will be a waking nightmare, a brutal filter designed to break the human spirit and make man forget his creator. This is the great tribulation, a battle not for land, but for your soul. Order, even if it is the order of a tyrant, can feel like a blessing. And in this fertile soil of despair, the Dajjal's army will flourish. The prophecies give us a chillingly specific portrait of his followers. It is said that his core force will be composed of 70,000 followers from the city of Isfahan in present-day Iran, who will march under his banner. But they won't be alone. Joining them will be all those whose faith was only a hollow shell, easily shattered by the promise of power and the sight of his miracles. His allure will be so magnetic, so overwhelming, that the texts warn men of faith will have to tie down their own wives, mothers, and daughters, fearing that his charisma will drag them to ruin. Don't imagine an army of soldiers. Imagine a global procession of lost souls, giving the false messiah the physical power to march toward his final confrontation. At the peak of his power, with the world at his feet, the Dajjal will lead his army to seal his dominion. Darkness will seem complete. Humanity will be on the edge of the abyss. Then, At the moment of the dawn prayer, a light pierces the sky. It is not a meteor. It is a man. Isa, son of Mary. Jesus, the true Messiah, returns to earth, not to preach, but to fight. Islamic tradition affirms that upon seeing the true one, the false Messiah will begin to melt like salt in water. All his power, all his grandeur, revealed as the fraud it always was. His illusion dissolves before the truth. The chase ends in the land of Palestine. The fall of the Dajjal is not just the end of a tyrant. It is the end of the greatest test of perception the world has ever known. The final proof that the most dangerous evil doesn't come with horns and claws, but with a smile, and the promise to fulfill all your desires. His story is a warning, a reminder that truth often demands sacrifice, while lies offer immediate comfort. The question this prophecy leaves us is, in our modern world full of digital illusions and easy promises, aren't we already living our own tribulation? Comment below what you think will happen to humanity. Which part of this prophecy intrigued you the most? If you seek to uncover the secrets few dare to tell, subscribe to Echo of Mecca and turn on notifications.